So right, boys and girls, I've got the keys now, just about to do the start of the car. So what you got to do with the Porsche, you've got to put your foot on the brake, make sure it's in park first obviously. Then it's got this little thing here which you've got to turn. So turn it once, then that turns on the ignition. Then again, foot on the brake. We're going to twist that again to the right hand side. Okay, so we'll change this and put it into S. Then S plus. And there we are. There we are. It sounds a little bit subdued, I've got to say. I think if you buy this car, you are definitely going to want to put an exhaust on it, just so it sounds louder. Yeah, as I say, I think it's all about just that comfort as well as that sport as well. But the main subject of the Meta is comfort of being a hooligan. I think if you want a hooligan car, then you want to get the Turbo S, or preferably you can get the Turbo GT. That's more noisy. That's got, I think, a much more sportier exhaust sound to it. This sounds a little bit more like the 3-litre hybrid, which I did test a year ago, I think. In the way that, like, the way the tone of the exhaust sounds, it just sounds very Porsche-esque, very understated, very German, very unassuming, and it doesn't assert itself or scream like, you know, a Maserati per se. That's got to be obviously more assertive and much more louder. So this is just, yeah, this is just like a very good car to use every single day. So my verdict on this car is, if you're going to buy it, you're somebody who doesn't want to be too loud and just too ostentatious. Whereas I'm the opposite of, you know, that I would want to get myself a nice either Audi RSQ8, you know, or I mean something along this price. And we're talking about at least maybe, what else? This is about £77,000. So we're talking about at least a BMW X6M. So I'd prefer getting that to driving this. That's just more hooliganism, just more rough around the edges, whereas this is more for my missus in a sense. I'll buy this for my missus. But yeah, it's a beautiful car. I like it. That's the keys there. So you get the red leather as well. Then you get the signature Porsche keys, which I do love as well. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, guys. Whenever you film in a garage and the lighting is not that great, sometimes you tend to find when you film dark interiors, you do get like a lot of noise. But with this being a brighter interior, which is this lovely red and black combo, that's not a problem at all. And the pan roof is open as well. So you've got that lovely Porsche expertise when it comes to the interior. So this car is 2 years old, but you can't even tell. Look at the stitching. Got the red stitching there with the red on the door with a mixture of black. Then for the speakers, you've got some Bose speakers. Then you've got the lovely comfortable seats as well. The mixture of bucket / comfortable seats. It's a nice little combo with the turbo embossed on the headrest there. Then this is the front of the car. So you've got your lovely Porsche steering wheel, which has got the little switch there, so you can change the modes of the car, which changes how the car responds with the gearbox, the engine, and the sound as well. Now another point to draw you guys to is the middle of the screen. So with the new one, everything is just digital, but with this one you've still got the analog rev counter, which comes in that red, which I do prefer, as it's got the old Porsche language. With this being a sports quarter, it means you get the little clock in the middle there as well. It's a nice little touch. Now with this center tunnel there, you've got the massive armrest with some storage there, cup holders. Then you've also got your gear lever as well. Then your haptic feedback buttons there, and some real buttons, and the lovely screen as well. So it's a blend of old school as well as new school, which is nice. The materials as well, with the B pillars there, you've got the lovely Alcantara, which is also on the headliner. And this one doesn't have the heads-up display, I think, which is a necessary thing to have. But you know what, you've still got a Porsche, so who cares about that? So we're going to move to the back and look at the space, and then just kind of go to the front, and then we'll do the startup as well. So this is the back section here. So with this, you've got the 3-seat combination there. You've got a big tunnel, so whoever sits in the middle might struggle for space, and also having the pan roof as well doesn't really help for headroom if you're sitting in the middle. But to be honest, if you're 6 foot tall, you should be fine. So with these chairs, or seats better yet, so they do kind of cover, so you're not going to be able to see unless you kind of poke your head to the left hand side. So you've got your usual stuff such as cup holders, which are in the armrest there. Then you've got your heated seats, which is an option as well. I love how that's got the red leather. You can tell that's a very expensive option. Then you've also got details such as the red seat belt. That's very nice to see that as well. So we're going to hop in and just go from there. Right. So the cabin from the back is such a nice place to be. Now, as you guys can see, you've got the aluminium finish, and you've also got the very beautiful leather. This leather is just soft, so beautiful. You wouldn't tell this car is 2 years old. This also has ambient lighting as well, as you guys can see there. So you're able to change for different colors and whatnot. Space-wise, that's myself there. You don't really struggle for space. Headroom as well, it's decent. Can't really complain about it. What do you guys think? And you don't really have to buy this car if that's a little bit out of your budget. You can also buy the normal Cayenne S. That gets about 400 horsepower, and that will give you that daily performance. With this car, I think it sits just in line with the Audi SQ8 as well as the Mercedes-Benz GLE 53. So as well as the BMW X5, I'd probably say, is it 50M? So it doesn't sit like in the top of the range when it comes to performance, but it sits just a tier below that. And what I like about this car is it's not as expensive as if you're buying a Turbo S, you'd pay at least about £25,000 more. And really, you're only getting what, 0.2, 0.3 seconds difference, which for that money, when you add in also depreciation, is not really worth it. But with this, I think it gives you that everyday usability, as well as it gives you more value to your money as well. We've also seen from Matt Watson's Car Wow on Saturday, they're racing SQ8, and that was pretty fast as well. So this has got more horsepower, it's bound to be faster and handle better. So I would definitely recommend that. If you guys want this car, I'll leave the information down below so you guys can get in touch with the guys from here.